I made a tier list for Magic the Gathering cards that you sent in. Some were pretty cool, some were pretty weird, and some made me want to cry. But basically, I took the card and I put it into the tier list based off of how balanced it was and based off of how creative and fun it was. Alright, first off, Cornithopter. You pretty much just took an Ornithopter and then just power creeped it, essentially. It just added on this little ability that allows you to sacrifice it and gain 3 life. This is not creative. You just took a food token, combined it with an Ornithopter, and you said, bam, Cornithopter. It's just power creeping, and also it should technically have the food subtype. So balance 0 out of 5, fun 0 out of 5. It's just power creep, F tier. All right, Zixir, screw it. Master of Imagination. I like his last ability right there with 0/0 creatures. But I'm kind of meh on those, and I'm not really super on board with them. Good colors, though. But you did make use of one of the most powerful cards in Magic the Gathering, which gives me some power concerns for how strong the card could be. I'd say balance 3 out of 5, fun 4 out of 5. Let's just slap that in the B tier. Pretty good card. Guiling Merchant, which is a background that you would have for a commander with the background ability. And it says if you sacrifice another creature, the next spell you cast costs 3 less. This is pretty much just putting a Black Lotus on your commander. So then, say you have a creature, you sacrifice it, and then it gets rid of it, and now you just have a Black Lotus. That's pretty good. People play Joda just for his Wooburg ability to cheat out a 7-cost card. And then you could play 1,000-Year Elixir to make it even stronger. It's not balanced. I don't think it's going to work out. Yeah, bam, put it in the E tier. All right, Devoted Bard. Creatures and artifacts are legendary. I get it, because it's telling stories that make them legendary. Good flavor, but why? I don't see the purpose, because it's not legendary. It technically is legendary because of the ability, but you couldn't use it as a commander. Couldn't really use it for Jonah the Unifier. I guess, maybe. I don't know. Joy Weather like Captain, I guess. Overall, probably something I just don't realize, and it's really overpowered. Balance 5 out of 5, fun 0 out of 5, E tier. Colossal or Dreadmaw. Its various takes Colossal Dreadmaw and gives it a legendary creature, indestructible, hexproof, vigilance, and these 2 abilities right here. Yeah, it's also an 8/8 now. It's way too weak, though. Pretty much, let's say there's a bunch of people talking about what their favorite cards are in Magic the Gathering, right? Then you say, okay, I like this card. They're going to say you're dumb because the card is too weak. You just took Colossal Dreadmaw and you made it weaker, essentially. Balance 5 out of 5 because it's really weak. Fun 0 out of 5. Yeah, let's just put that in ease here. Planar Curfew. It says the turn will end after 7 spells are cast on that turn. For the most part. This is a problem. First off, I like that it shuts down Solitaire players. That's pretty cool. But who's the most likely to play Solitaire? Bant players. What are the colors in the card? It's Bant. That's not even the biggest problem. Let's say it's whenever a player casts a spell. So it'll say player 1 casts a Colossal Dreadmaw and there's 5 counters on Planar Curfew. Now player 2 can instant play a Brainstorm and then instant play a Wipe Away. And bam, your turn is just gone. So yeah. And you know Bant players are messed up enough in the head to do this. So balance 0 out of 5, fun 0 out of 5. I hope I never see this card ever. F tier, easy. Forgotten Flagship. You tap it and then you get spirits out of your deck. I guess there's worse stuff. Balance 4 out of 5, fun. I don't know spirits too well, so I'm going to give that an unknown. Let's just throw it in the C tier to be safe. All right, Egnas, Incubator of Lunacy. He is a changeling, enters the battlefield with X+1/+1 counters, and then he can take other creatures' static abilities, which is actually pretty cool. That's pretty good flavor for a changeling and whatnot. Let's see what Gordon Ramsay thinks. All right, he's inspecting it. He's taking a bite out of it. He's thinking. He likes it's good flavor. It's good flavor. All right, now he's going to go back into his cave, where he will rest for the next 100 years. The demon has been defeated for 100 years. Good job. All right, balance 5 out of 5. Fun 4 out of 5. That's an awesome A tier. Good card. All right, Lynn Greta Among the Dead. There's too many words on this card. I'm not going to read that because I cannot read. So I'm going to say balance. I don't know if it's balanced or not. I didn't read it. Fun 0 out of 5. It's got too many words. That's an easy F tier. All right. Renala, Queen of the Full Moon. This is an Elden Ring card. An Elden Ring is extremely unbalanced, but it's also extremely fun. So I'm going to give it 0 out of 5 for balance and 6 out of 5 for fun. All right, that's going to go into C tier. Jar of Snakes. All right, the card art is horrible. It's just a bunch of squiggly lines among a white background. I don't really get the idea. Also, why is it 0 cost? And it has at the beginning of upkeep, place a counter on this artifact. Then you can pay 1 to place a counter on the artifact. And then when it's destroyed, it makes a 1/1 stakes equal to the amount of artifacts it has. This is overpowered. You have Endless One, which you pay X to enter with X+1/+1 counters. And then this, which mana can be invested anytime at instant speed. It gains counters passively, and it's a free artifact. But I do like making a ton of snakes. That does sound pretty cool. So I'm gonna give it 0 out of 5 for balance, and it's an E tier. All right, Raquel. I'm unsure about this ability of whether or not it's whenever or just once per turn, so I'm just not gonna rate it. It goes away now. All right, Spell Crash. I like this. So you choose target spell, then sacrifice X lands, counter the spell unless its controller sacrifices a land plus X lands. Alright, so Magic the Gathering plus land destruction equals fun. We know this. However, I have a problem with this card. So counter spells typically go to blue. So if you want to give them to red, there has to be some kind of caveat on the card. And there is a caveat where its controller sacrifices a land plus X lands. But I think that this text should be gone, as it should just be the equal amount of lands, because there should be a cost that you need to pay to counter a spell if you are red. All right. However, the text is there, so I'm gonna have to give it 2 out of 5 in balance and 4 out of 5 for fun. It's very close, but it's just not there. D tier. All right. Return of the Lost Ones. 11 colorless, and it does this. What is this? Annihilator X is a big problem, and that's not even the main problem. Basically, you steal 21 permanents from your opponent. And how did you get that number? Where did you come up with that? Like, why? What is that? Why is that the number you settled on? And the lands you're going to get from it probably just make it pay for itself, so it's a free card. It balance 0 out of 5, fun 0 out of 5. I never want to see this card ever. F tier, easy. Form of the Planeswalker. First off, don't do drugs. Second off, good idea. I like the idea of making yourself a Planeswalker and having your loyalty be life. But poor execution. I just don't like the abilities here. They're not that fun. Balance 2 out of 5, fun 3 out of 5. Let's just put that into D tier. All right, Peter Griffin, Family Guy. That I'm not reading that. I want you to look at all of those words and just think, why would I ever read that? Balance, I don't know. I didn't read the card. Fun 0 out of 5 is too many words. F tier. All right, Theodric, Inspiring Paragon. A round of applause, please. Just clap, clap, clap. All right, so most people think, okay, hey, when I make a card, the more powerful it is, the more fun it'll be, and everybody will like it. And then these are the same people that get mad at Wizards when they make overpowered cards. But not you. You managed to make a card that's not overpowered, and just for that, I'm going to be generous with the rating. Balance 5 out of 5, fun 4 out of 5. A tier. Good job at not making something overpowered like everybody else. I'm very proud of you. All right, The Wandering Untethered. 0 mana. Art sucks. And please stop making cards 0 cost. Like half of all cards that are made that are custom Magic the Gathering cards are just 0 cost. They're inherently overpowered. Just stop making them. It's not a good idea. Balance 0 out of 5. Fun 0 out of 5. Let's just throw that in the F tier. All right, Pike, Blood Harbor Ripper. This is from Pike from League of Legends. And it's actually pretty accurate from League of Legends. Not that I play that game, but it's pretty balanced. But just put it right there. A tier. Magic card, I think. This is what Magic cards should be. This is absolute perfection, just encapsulated in one card. Let me explain the ability, because some people might not understand it. They are missing a semicolon, but nothing's perfect, except for this card. All right, so it says, this flips tap. So then some cards in Magic the Gathering can flip, and even if a card doesn't have 2 upsides or downsides, it can still technically be flipped, and that is legal. Then it taps. Then it says tap mana blue, so then you have to tap a blue mana source. And then a target creature gets plus trample plus 1. This is absolutely amazing and just the perfect card you could ever make. It's genius. Balance 5 out of 5, fun 5 out of 5. That's an S tier, easy. Lizardo, the camouflage one, I can't see the card. Skipped. All right, lightning round. The hate nexus. I like it. Balance 3 out of 5, fun 5 out of 5, A tier. All right, Colossal Dreadmaw, save save problem as the other Colossal Dreadmaw. It's just put in the E tier. All right, a winner is you. It's a nice homage to the, that's not the right deck, but you know what, you get the idea. B tier. All right, Doggo. It's good flavor. A tier. Only 0.1% of viewers are subscribed, so if you can subscribe, it's a big help. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.